Welcome to the video, guys. Door Kickers 2 is finally out with the version 1.0 full release. So I figured I'd go through some of the updates real quick. We're going to have a lot of videos coming out here shortly, so this one's going to be a little bit shorter, just going over the main stuff that you're going to see as soon as you open up the game. This is going to be the screen that you're at right here. Everything's going to look pretty normal, except we're going to have this extra campaign mode here. We'll go ahead and go to the missions. It is a full reset. Any maps that you've created and any Steam Workshop missions you've downloaded, co-op maps, those are all still going to be there, as well as a random map generator. So you're going to be able to get some random maps down here. 45 of those, some small ones, medium ones, and large ones. But the actual mission generator itself, you're going to have to complete 20 missions before you're able to do the mission generator. But there's plenty of content before then for you to mess around with. And then obviously here, again, since it is a full game reset, you're going to have to unlock your way through this stuff. So you'll have to finish the FNG's Welcome before you can get Lead the Way and Tiny Troubles. Then you're going to need 20 missions before you can get some of these. 20 missions, 30 missions, 45 missions, 30 missions, and then for the Tiny Troubles 2 and Extreme Rescues 2, you'll have to complete their respective missions beforehand all the way. You got to finish Lead the Way, and Tiny Troubles 3, you got to finish Tiny Troubles 2 first. So there's a lot of progression here. There's a lot of missions to play through, so there's going to be a lot of content there. The big thing everyone's worried about or excited about is the campaigns, but as you can see, as soon as you log in, the campaigns are going to be locked. You are going to have to finish 15 missions before you can get to any of these, except for the last one here. It's going to take 30 missions before you're able to unlock that one. So as soon as you get in, my recommendation would be head straight to the missions and start knocking out these missions here on the left side so that you can start to get to the campaigns, because that's what everyone really wants to play. Over here in the squads, you'll see that you just have one ranger squad unlocked from the get-go. I will say you are able to create new ranger CIA squads once you've done 30 missions, as well as a SWAT team once you've completed 45 missions. You're only going to be able to play as the rangers for a little bit until you get all of those made. One reason that it's going to be important to have these squads, if you want to make more than one squad, once you do get into the campaigns, if you've got, say, your Rangers squad here doing the tour of duty in the Northern Belt, say you want to also start a tour of duty in the Shrine District, or you want to do an operation, any of the operations, you can only have one squad deployed in an operation at a time. Theoretically, if you wanted to have someone in all 6 campaigns, you're going to need 6 separate squads in order to do that. Whenever you have one squad locked away in a tour of duty, they're going to be stuck there. So if you want to, you could create 6 Rangers squads so that you could be playing all 6 of those all the time if you wanted, but that's obviously going to be up to you. Obviously, we've got a little bit of a different loading screen here. We see our doctrine points. It says that we get doctrine points by leveling up the squad. So the squad level is capped at level 16, and that's going to get you all of the doctrine that you want. If you look over here, you can see your doctrines and where you can spend your points. So there's going to be handguns, rifles, and support spots that you can drop points into, as well as these elite level squad upgrades that require your squad to get to level 14. So level those squads as quick as possible, and you'll get some pretty cool things down here. I will quickly just run my cursor over all of these so that you can pause the video if you would like, and you can see what exactly the skills are. Like I said, you are only able to get to a max level of 16, and I do believe that that will give you 30 total points to spend in the doctrine tree. So keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to unlock every single one of these skills. If you are wanting to, you're not going to be able to make a complete super soldier, but you are going to be able to pick a large majority of these. So you will be able to go pretty wide in your scaling if you want to. A lot of cool extra things down here. Real quickly, I guess we can touch briefly on some of these down here. But like, you're going to be able to give locals direction on the battlefield to get them to move. Violence of action, you can terrify enemies when you're going through the building doing your CQB. This is an important one here. It's a self first aid. It says your troopers can practice applying tactical emergency care to themselves when injured. which leads to faster recovery times in campaigns. That stuff is all going to be cool there. In the campaigns, you are able to select an actual Iron Man mode, so there's no reason for you to have to keep track of stuff on your own. It's actually going to give people injuries and stuff like that. Whenever someone is injured, it's going to have them out for a couple missions, or you can use them in some instances if they're just fatigued, but their skills and their abilities are going to be lesser than normal. Like you see here in the abilities, if this guy was fatigued and we forced him to go onto a mission, these will be red bars down here, so it'll lower his aiming speed and stuff like that. Then we've also got here at the front screen, we've got our battle honors. These are rewards that are given to you from campaigns. So once you finish a campaign, you can get battle honors. Also, when you're doing those Iron Man modes, I do believe they give double rewards for your battle honors and stuff like that, so you can get those unlocked a little bit quicker. So these battle honors are used to unlock certain bits of equipment, and then we've also got our battle honors upgrades. We can use battle honors to pick some of these upgrades down here. So you're allowed to select two. You can either select a defensive upgrade or an offensive upgrade, and then you can select two. So you could have like one defensive and one offensive, double defense or double offense if you want to. Also here in the weapons, you'll see that you'll unlock things per normal with just completing missions, but then some certain weapons, the ones that are a lot cooler typically, you're going to have to actually use battle honors to unlock. So you can see those here. Some of these are quite expensive, and then some are going to require battle honors in order for you to get them. We've also got that with some of the equipment. Like down here, this next gen squad helmet, that's going to require battle honors to unlock. So again, you're going to want to quickly get over to your missions and start unlocking your normal stars and your missions. That way you can get into the campaigns and start receiving your battle honors. One thing that's pretty cool here is they did add the bolt cutters, which is awesome. If you look there on the right side of the screen, you can see that you can either cut the padlock off of those locked gates, or you can cut through a chain link fence. And you can see with the small white circle around him that kind of emanates outward, it's going to be very quiet. So huge quality of life, something we use in the real world. Glad that they added that into the game. But also, so you have your assaulters, support guys, marksmen, and grenadiers over here. Everyone has access to the same stuff down here in their large spot at the end. So everyone's got access to a launcher, spy cam, wall charge. So doesn't really matter who you want to bring. The only thing that's going to be different really between these guys is even these are the same here. They're throwable type items. The only thing that's going to be different is the actual weapons themselves that they're bringing. That's a pretty cool quality of life update. You're not going to have to necessarily think too hard about who you want to bring in. The only thing that you're going to need to worry about is their primary weapon. And then the last thing that you're able to do, which is awesome, huge quality of life, is you can copy a loadout and you can paste it to your entire assault squad. So if you know everyone's going to be rocking the same thing, which I often have going on, you can just copy one and paste it to everyone. That's just a real quick rundown of what's going on in the new update. I'm going to get this video posted out as quick as I can, and then I'm going to start grinding on some missions until we get the ability to go into some campaigns. Please drop a like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Lots of new videos will be coming out soon, and we'll see you in the next one.